Hey, my name is Isaiah, and I'm a fourth year student at the University of Toronto, Mississauga, and I'm in my last year of studies. I'm a generally reflective person, and I often tend to do a look back on the things that happened in that year or the semesters that I go through. What I realize I don't really get a chance to do is to look forward into the future and see what I would like to get out of the semesters that I do. So that is what this video is about. It is a whole host of things, personal, academic, fun-wise, that I am looking forward to for the next 3 to 4 months. I hope you find it entertaining, and I hope it gives you an update into what's going on in my life. Being a community assistant. So as I think I've mentioned before on this channel, I am what they call a community assistant at the residences here at the University of Toronto, Mississauga. What that means is basically, if you ever heard of a RA or a resident assistant, or otherwise known as a Don in Canada, it's basically a person who helps people throughout their time in residence if they need any resources or referrals to different areas. A community assistant is the level above that, technically. So basically, I am a mentor for the people who mentor students on residence. I got this position after working for 2 years as a Don, and I'm really looking forward to it because now it means I have a team of Dons who I can work with in order to take care of the students and the building of Oscar Peterson Hall. It's an exciting time, and it really feels full circle because I used to get a lot of support from my community assistant, and to see that I can now give that to the Dons who work there, it's a really nice feeling. It also helps by giving me a lot of leadership experience. Never have I been in a situation where there's like 14, 15 people looking towards me for answers at different points in time. And it's really, really nice experience. I am not on my own, definitely not. I have a supervisor who is someone who actually works in the job and who isn't a student. And they are incredible and really guiding me and helping me develop as I help other people develop. It's a nice little chain of a nice flow. So that is one of the things I'm looking forward to, definitely in my student position at the residence. The Colman Cup is an event or a series of events that happen almost every Sunday where people compete against each other mascot groups to win points. And the people with the most amount of points at the end of the year wins the Colman Cup. As a CA, one of the responsibilities we have is to run some sort of committee, and I happen to run the Colman Cup committee, meaning that I am in charge of planning, facilitating, and getting those kind of events up and running. It's really exciting to kind of be that figurehead for it because when I was a student, I used to go to those Colman Cup activities on Sundays, and I used to meet a lot of people and make a lot of connections through it. So it's nice to be able to kind of indirectly help, or rather directly help people make those connections in a very tangible way. And I'm very, very excited to do it, and we'll see how it goes. This is my last year in university, so I intend to make the most out of that opportunity and try to learn as much as I can. One of the courses that I am taking that I'm very, very excited for is a project management course. I'm really looking forward to this course and all the new things that I can learn and how I can kind of apply it in real time to my position as a student staff member and be like, oh, on Tuesday we learned this in project management. Now we're going to use it in my meeting for Colman Cup or in my meeting with my team of Dons. I've never really had this sort of experience where I'm able to apply the knowledge that I learned almost immediately into the work that I'm doing, and I'm really excited for it. So about a month ago, my girlfriend and a couple of our mutual friends decided to go indoor rock climbing. Since then, they've invited me to go, and it has been such a great experience. I've visited the gym maybe 13 times. I love it. It's not only a physical workout, but it's a mental one where you're like consciously thinking about, oh, where can I put my hand or my feet in order to give my body the best position to get up the wall? And when you do get up the wall, it is so satisfying, and it's such a nice feeling to get when you're at the top of that. If you have a rock climbing wall anywhere nearby, or there's a gym close by, please go to it. I don't think you'll regret it. It's such an interesting experience. So another thing that I've been really getting into again is playing football. And I don't know if you noticed, but I am a huge fan of it. And now, with things opening back up and the fields kind of opening again, I've been able to start up an intramural football or soccer team with a bunch of people who I know from my CA job, as well as just people from around campus. Again, it feels really nice to kind of be the leader, but also to be the person who brought everybody together. There's a level of satisfaction that I really get in that, where it's like, this team wouldn't have existed if I didn't have that initiative. And it's nice to get that feeling. It's been super fun so far. We have 2 or 3 more games to play, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing where that goes. And finally, developing consistency is one of the things I really want to work on in this last semester. There's been definitely times in the past, and maybe not too far in the past as well, where I haven't been as consistent as I want to be with work or with personal stuff, including this YouTube channel. There's been like real periods of where I put in the work and I'm super productive and I'm getting everything done. And then maybe a week or 2 after, it's kind of not much work comes of it. And it's not always something that I'm super proud of, but it's something that I realize is an issue and I want to change. And the main problem is that it makes it so that I don't achieve the level or as much as I want to achieve. And it makes me really stressed because I try to cram, 3 days of work into 1 day of work, especially when it comes to school deadlines or school assignments. So for this semester, I want to do better and be a lot more consistent, putting in work day by day, week by week, and really not having those lulls or those periods where nothing occurs. I think for myself, I'm totally okay if I don't do as much work on some days, but as long as I show up and I put a concerted effort into it. And the same goes for this YouTube channel. Although it is a hobby and I really enjoy it, part of me really wonders what this YouTube channel could be in a year if I really put in a consistent amount of work. So with that in mind, I'm going to try to be more consistent for everything in my life, but especially this YouTube channel. And in the following weeks and months, you should be seeing weekly uploads on either the Saturday or the Sunday of the week. So you'll see a lot more of me in the coming weeks, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope that you're entertained by it. I hope you enjoyed and that you liked watching and learning my update for the semester. I hope that maybe it gave you a little insight into what I'm doing and maybe a little inspiration in terms of what you can be doing, especially if you're not rock climbing. But anyways, that is all from me. My name is Isaiah, and I hope that you keep improving.